Hi guys, I'm Sam and I will be reporting to you live from Dublin for the next 10 weeks. Okay, so let's just jump right in. So, to just introduce Ireland, it's really important to know the history before we get too far into this. So, originally Dublin itself was founded as a Viking settlement. So what's really interesting about that is normally the Vikings would just come in and raid and then leave. But for Dublin it was different. They decided to come here, they did all the raiding and everything, but they stayed. And then they stopped raiding in Dublin. But they stayed, and that's the big point. So that's kind of the start of the history that you're going to need to know. So fast forward about 700 years, and you're going to come to the famine, so the Great Potato Famine, the thing that we all think of when we think of Ireland and the people. So the famine actually played a really big role. It happened in the 1840s and ended in the 1850s, so it wasn't very long, but it played a big impact. So the population of Ireland actually used to be around 8 million. Now it's only about 4 million, and it's been about 200 years since the famine. So they're still trying to catch up. So the famine actually led to a bunch of immigration, both outside of the country and within the country itself. So a lot of people moved from rural areas to another part of the country, such as Dublin, where the land was a lot better, and there were cities and there were jobs. A lot of them actually moved to a city called Belfast in Northern Ireland. There was a lot of industrialization happening there. So another thing that needs to be mentioned is they didn't just go to the US. The Irish went to other places in Europe during this time. They went to Britain. They went all the way to Australia. And so the Irish are all around the world, and they actually had a huge impact. So you look at America today, and there's about 80 million people claiming Irish heritage. And that's kind of fascinating because, there's 4 million people in Ireland right now. There's about, 3 billion people? Or 30 million? Something like that. There's a lot of people in the US. And so you look at that, and you look at the 80 million people who claim Irish heritage. Okay. So let's take that into perspective. We have Irish Americans, we have African Americans, we have French Americans, we have all sorts of people from all sorts of places, but a lot of people claim that they're Irish American. Now that's really interesting, because are they actually Irish? Are they not? So we can actually look at that and look at how it works in a cultural aspect. Are those people really Irish? So we can look at that if you want. There's also Northern Ireland. So Northern Ireland is not the same as the Republic of Ireland, so there's actually a difference. You can drive across the border just like you would driving from Portland to Seattle, just driving up the coast. There's no border patrol there yet. With Brexit, we don't really know, but let's not think about that right now. So, Northern Ireland separated from the Republic of Ireland, so it's 6 counties in the north, and that's where Belfast is, that's where a lot of things are. Another big thing that played into Irish history that you should know about is religion. So religion had a huge role in a lot of different things in Irish history. So the two main religions that are at odds with each other, is a nice way to put it, is the Catholics and the Protestants. So that had a huge role in Irish history, and we can look at that if you want. If not, that's okay. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to working with you guys for the next 10-11 weeks.